Hey, everybody.
Hey, Dave.
It's been a while. It was Super Bowl, I guess, last time.
Huh?
I really missed you guys.
Dave, what is Araiza? What areas of improvement are you looking for from him?
All right, we're
now
looking
that
for
he's got
him.
some
Yeah,
confidence?
that's a good question. We're looking for him. He's got a bomb of a leg. He can hit the ball long. We need more hang time on his punts, more vertical power, and then we need more accuracy in the pooch area, which is getting balls inside the
Killing
20.
ball inside the 20.
Yeah, getting inside the 20. So that's what he's really emphasizing, during this offseason.
With the change in the kickoff return rule,
Yeah.
how does that change what you're looking for in terms of a return guy now?
They're
Does
going
it
to get.
change it?
It's going to. It's going to change it. It's not going to change the style of the guy, but it's going to change how many reps we get because everybody's going to kick it into the target zone now. Because you can't afford to kick a touchback and give up the ball to the 35 automatically. The average last year throughout the whole season, I think, was 29.5 yards getting the ball out to that far. So it was kind of a wash to kick a touchback. You're not giving up anything. But now that extra 5 yards, that's going to make all the difference in the world. It's good for special teams now. Kickoff team, you got to kick it in there every time. Kick return, you're going to get returns every time. So I think it's going to be probably at least 85% returns to 90%. So it's going to be a lot funner for the fans, better for special teams coaches and players and jobs. So it's all good.
Do you need more speed back there?
You got to make sure you have guys that are good at it. I mean, your speed is always something that you're always looking for, that dynamic guy that can field it with speed.
Well, you had guys
Bouchard brings that to the table. The new rookie we got, I like him back there. Royals has got talent, and then Noel, he can do it. He's done it too in college. So we got a lot of guys with the young guys, to work with.
Last year you had guys like Carson Steele helping you out there, and P. Ryan as well. I mean, can you afford to have guys like that in that role, doing it now?
You can have one guy that can be a blocker, but the other guy's got to be more of a speed guy. The other guy that doesn't field the ball, he's got to be a real good in-space blocker because he's got to go one-on-one. He's not allowed to go block double team with anybody. So he's got to be able to block a guy by himself. So that's going to be real important that they're really good blockers. Those guys are important.
What about punt returner? We saw Remigio have some traction there at the end of the season.
Yeah.
What are we seeing in that position?
Remigio just continues to get better, and he's gonna be a hard guy to beat out. He doesn't have that dynamic, Rashard Smith top end speed, but he brings so much other things to the table as far as his ball reads, his catching on the run, his instincts of how close somebody is to him, where you can time it up and beat him with just his catching ability, alone. So. And he just keeps getting better, So it's going to be a great battle at that punt return spot. But like I said, Rashard is a guy that's going to be in the mix. Worthy will be in the mix. Now, if you remember, Worthy, he was going to be our guy. He planned on being our guy until Rashee Rice got hurt, and that changed everything for that dynamic. He ended up being the number one for us last year, so we couldn't afford to have him back there. Now I say he's the best punt returner nobody knows about right now in the league, and that's Worthy. So hopefully we get him back there too.
You mentioned You mentioned Araiza. What have you seen for Czaplicki in terms of competition?
He's an NFL punter. Again, this would be the third time we had this. We had it with Jack Fox, we had it with Raquel, and we have it again because both of these guys are NFL caliber guys, and it's the competition is real. So Eddie's doing a great job at this point.
You put the new guy in that category, in the Jack Fox.
I would.
Recount.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's early. I know it's early, but he's very talented. He got hurt late in the year in college. He was the Ray Guy winner. Last year. So he got hurt late in the year, and he kind of slipped and didn't get drafted. And we pounced. Those guys did a great job of getting him in our building, and and we've had the history of developing guys and those guys moving on. So that helped us too, be able to get a free agent that has the caliber that he is.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We'll go Blair, Todd, bye.
Dave, what did Dustin Colquitt mean to the organization?
Oh man, he was just a great teammate. Probably the biggest practical joker that I've ever seen. But just a great person and a very, very talented punter. to play 15 years in the NFL, or 15 years for one team, is impressive enough. Then he played another couple more years after that, but he probably the best inside the 20 punter that I've ever had. I've had a lot of good ones over the years, and he had just a special skill at placing that ball inside the 20. Just he did it effortlessly. With the wind, didn't matter. He was able to move the ball, and then he was a great holder. He had the hold for 9 different kickers in his career. He had 5 different head coaches. I kind of did a little research on it. It's unbelievable, how long and how many people turn over in 15 years.
Specs, he dropped one inside the 20.
Excuse me?
Specs,
Yeah.
he dropped one inside the 20.
He did. He made his last punt, and it stopped at the 5-yard line.
I was going to ask about Dustin. You got any good stories? The practical.
Oh,
joke?
I got a lot of practical joke stories, but a lot of them I can't tell.
I'll tell one.
Jeez. Yeah, you're putting me on the spot. Well, the one that I wasn't even here for, but I heard about it. It was the mountain lion story that he made up. That there was a mountain lion that lived over here, right behind the facility, and he had pictures of a mountain lion, on a trail cam. It wasn't his trail cam, but he has trail cams back there. He goes, look, it was there, and the guys would be, talking about it all the time, coming from their cars. But that's just one thing. That's the clean one. That's the clean one. He's got a lot of. He used to mess with. I'll give you one more, because he used to mess with Schaefer and the guys that check the rooms, at night. So 3 of it was Suck Up, him, and I can't remember who else, but they all stripped down naked in the room, and they laid their beds out, and they're all laying in there naked, watching Brokeback Mountain real loud. So when the guy comes in to check, I mean that's what was going on. But that's clean, So, but that was him. He was funny, and miss him. Great guy. It was a nice day for him to come back and retire as a Chief.
I was going to ask about Dustin, but I think you got it covered. So, thanks. That's it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank
Is
you.
that good? All right.
Thanks.
See you later.
Good day.
Yeah.